Okay, in a minute we're going to sing a song that Isabelle has chosen, but before that I'd like to share a few words, and then Rhoda and perhaps one or two of the sisters who have played such a significant role in her decision, Maria, Bronwyn and Penny, might like to share a few words as well. I have a special emblem here. It's a McDonald's coffee voucher. Isabelle and I like to go for pancakes for a special time together on Saturday mornings. And on the 18th of July 2009, we went for coffee and for pancakes. And Isabelle said she wanted to study the Bible. She said, "What do I have to do to study the Bible?" I said, "Well, just ask." Let's start now. And so we did a study on the character of Jesus. We looked at John chapter 1, verses 1 to 14, and just started that whole process. And Isabelle's always had lots of questions, but a tremendously eager heart. And it's been wonderful to see her spirit, how she's decided to make her decision. And I know she's been inspired by Ella's decision, and the great example Ella's been, not only in becoming a disciple, but the way Isabelle shared how Ella's been at school has been inspiration and encouragement to her, and hopefully just being part of our family has been encouragement to her. But as she's a young lady, it was always really important to me to be sure that she was not just following her sister, not just following me and Rhoda and other people around, but she was making her own decision. And we've, I've been so grateful to Penny and Maria and Bronwyn for studying the Bible with her, helping her come to her own convictions. And I also encouraged Isabelle to write down what she was thinking, again to share her convictions. And she gave me this morning 4 or 5 pages of her notes just from this past week. Just from this past week, she's been writing down how she's been counting the cost and really just coming to terms with what it means to let go of her life and decide to give it to God. And some of that's been scary for you, understanding that you might need to surrender plans in relationships, in where you go to study, and all those different things, and seeing you even move to tears, letting go of some of the dreams and hopes that you have, and I pray God will still bless you with, but which you're letting go of holding on to, because you know that you're giving your life to God. And that we prayed as a family group that God would make it clear that you are making a mature decision. And seeing those tears, I never doubted that you would have the heart to want to do the right thing, but I really wanted to be sure that you were mature enough to understand the significance of what you were taking on. And I said to Rhoda after we talked on Wednesday night, that it was hard for me to see you in tears, but I was secretly really fired up. Because I could see that you had really, understood the depth of the significance of the decision you're making. And at the same time, seeing you, be really bold, like standing up in a school assembly to share your faith takes a lot of guts. Wow. Come on now. And I know that pleasing people is one of the things you want to leave behind in your old life. I have no idea where you got that from. Must be somebody somewhere in your family who struggles with that. But just seeing you really make strong steps to overcome that and decide that you want to be a strong witness to your family. It's great you've got a number of your school friends here with you today to share your special moments, and I know that you're excited about sharing your faith. So I'm very, very proud of you, very, very excited about the decision you're making for God and for the rest of your life. And before I ask you the special questions, I'm going to give perhaps the other sisters a chance to share first, and then Rhoda and I will wrap up. So Penny, would you like to share something?
The whole of the last few months, Isabelle's been champing at the bit. We've all been holding her back. We've made her really fight for this, really work hard for this. And it was really inspiring yesterday to see that although we made you really work hard and convince us that you really want this, actually none of us have to prove ourselves to God. And that the whole reason Jesus died on the cross was so that we don't have to be perfect. And that's what today's all about. It's about accepting that we're weak. And even those of us who think we're really good at everything all the time, we still know that we need God. And I'm really, really pleased to be able to share this time with you and to get to know you better and be part of your family.
Maria, would Maria like to share?
I'd love to share. It's been amazing to see a miracle happen. I remember when I came to church, which was over 10 years ago, Isabelle was the first baby I carried. And then, I was studying the Bible with Rhoda, and it was such a privilege to then, 10 years later, now be studying with her daughter, well, 12 years now, be studying with her daughter, and I just thought that's so God and how He's worked. It's been amazing to see how her faith has really grown and just grown mountainfold, and it's been so inspiring to see, just be there to see God doing the miracle in her life and see it up close, and it's really inspired me. And I learned so much from you for your zeal for God and just for wanting to your wholeheartedness for God, and how you just really want to do your best and be your best for God at such a young age. And I'm just really encouraged and inspired by that, and it's been such a blessing for me to be in your studies and to be in this spiritual journey with you and continue in the spiritual journey. But to see you come to this point of your baptism, and I just want to say thank you for even asking me to be part of your life and to be a disciple in your life. I really appreciate your humility.
Amen.
So thank you.
Amen.
Amen.